I'm going to show you how to build a clothing brand right now today in 2 hours. A brand that has the potential to do 10, 20, 30K months. Don't just take it from me. Let me show you some results from some of the brands that we work with. I'll refresh so you know it's not fake. This strategy is going to cover everything from designing the product, the website, and running the ads. A full video, and it's pretty much completely free. Unlike what it was like starting a clothing brand less than a year ago, this is the updated 2026 version that we're going to talk about. Again, fastest way to drop a new collection. So let's hop into this video. So to kick off this video, I want to talk about a really cool AI that will help you with this process as far as making your products and also getting these images so you can run pre-orders without your sample. The site's called Dokimi. You can go sign up. It's like 20 bucks a month. It's really good, and it has all these things from, designing your product to testing if that product will do good, and using, user database and just previous winners to see if the product's actually good, to helping you make a tech pack, to even making videos. Again, all this is AI. It's insane nowadays. So if we go to the design tab here, it makes it super simple. Let's say we wanted to do a Christian streetwear hoodie that was eye-catching. I'm going to design a product and literally design a brand with you guys live that was eye-catching and not overly designed, so it's still fashionable. Make it not in your face, Christianity, and more focused on the fashion side. So we're gonna shoot over this prompt and let's see what it gives us back. So boom, we can see I'm communicating with it. It's giving me more ideas. I'm just gonna go over to the create tab and say, create this. And you guys are gonna see it's gonna literally make me this design, which isn't the cool part. People have been doing that with ChatGPT. I'm going to show you guys the really cool part here in just about a second and what makes this one pretty cool. So boom, now it designed the actual product. And as you can see, it's pretty cool. Like I said, it's very minimalistic like I wanted. It's fashion forward, and I could go around and mess with this and really design. But for the video, we're going to run with this right here. And here's the cool part. If I click on this little validate, it's going to let me know based on its data and its predictive analysis how well this will perform in the market, because it has a huge database of just clothing brands that are already winning. It can use that data to see how likely this product is to sell. So again, you're not going out there hoping the product will sell. You at least have some insight from a database that can say this product is something that can work. So let's see what score it gives us. So boom. A lot of you guys may have not loved that design, and it's obvious that the designer didn't either. Gave it a 44 out of 100. And then it let us know exactly what it needs to be more clear on and exactly what needs to be changed. So it says for mass appeal, it's good. The photo setup was good, but the design clarity was a little bad. Okay. Then it lets us know it wasn't ready for ads. Again, just this invaluable information that you would never be able to get unless you were actually running the ads and ordered the sample beforehand. And it even gives us a recommendation, which we can then say redesign in studio, click it back, go back to the studio, and then it will go back with those changes that it feel like you should make and make it even better so it gets a higher score. Let's see what it comes up with. So boom, you guys can see this is the front here. And then with those recommendations, it made this for the back, which again, I think is really pretty cool, with just a little cross in the front here. And then has this back right here. I can then go back in, validate this. I can do this as many times as I want until I get a product that I'm confident with, the data is confident with, and then I can go into the generate tab, which I'm going to show you guys in a second, and start making actual images like I took the photo myself in videos, never having the product. Again, unheard of. So you guys can see for the validate, it got a 49 out of 100. So it's not 100% there. It looks like the photo setup needs to be a little bit better here. So we're going to go make it a better photo here. And I'm going to go ahead and I can always click on these designs here, and I can save this to my library. So I'm gonna call this the Dove hoodie. I'm gonna save it to my library as a product, so that way it's always there. And I can go into the generate tab, click on this Dove hoodie, and I can go into the flat lay section here, go to surfaces, and I can put it as if it was me taking the photo. So let's imagine that I wanted to use this and take a photo on let's say I wanted to do a nice hanger shoot, right, with this Dove hoodie right here in this product. So I'm gonna generate this, and you guys can see it's gonna make us an image of this actual product here. So boom, now we have an actual AI image. Again, we can go in on Facebook and run an ad on this product. And again, we made this in literally 30 seconds. All right. Like, I made this product with you guys. It looks realistic. It captured all the same details of the actual product and is very, very high quality. And if I really wanted to, I could save this, download it. I could go to the video tab section, and I could even make a video of my product to run an ad with as well. So let's say for the video, I want to do this prompt right here. It was a prompt that I typed up earlier. A slow 360 rotation of the hoodie on an invisible mannequin against a minimalistic backdrop that looks like it would be shot in real life. And let's see what it comes up with. So boom, now I just made a video in 60 seconds. I can click on this video. By the way, this is the first generation that I shot, but you can see it looks pretty realistic, pretty lifelike. I could probably go back, make 1 or 2 more iterations and maybe make it a little bit more realistic for Instagram or something. But even this would probably perform on Facebook, and you can just see the potential in something that, again, is my first generation. I can even make tech packs with this, so when it's time to actually order from the manufacturer, I can then go in and order and do all the tech packs as well. So that covers the first part. Now we have an amazing product. We already have all the product listing and photo shoots and mock-ups that we need to run ads with. We've pretty much designed a full clothing brand just using one amazing AI software. Now we need to make the actual website and the Shopify page, okay? At this point, it should be super simple to make a full collection, 5, 10 pieces, build a full clothing brand that is, in alignment with what you're going for. And now we just need to go and do an actual Shopify. So if you want to use this software here, you can look at this in the link in the description. And also in the link in the description is going to be a Shopify link that you can use and sign up for a free trial, okay? On the free trial, it'll be 3 months for $1 a month, which again, pretty much as free as it comes. When you're making your Shopify, you only need to focus on the product page. And that's what we're gonna focus on in this video, because the homepage is irrelevant. If they actually buy the product, they'll never even see the homepage to begin with. So we're gonna focus on the homepage because of that reason. Okay, because again, we don't want them to click off of the homepage. So we'll put one of our AI generated images here. As you can see, it looks highly realistic. And from here, you just put bullet points about it. Now, this is something you can easily get from the design tab by just chatting and just saying, hey, can you give me bullet points? And it'll pull that for you, or you can use ChatGPT or just come up with it yourself. This should be things about, the material of it, some of the benefits of it, how it fits, and then also make sure you mention that it's made to order. Okay, made to order is a really cool way to say pre-order. Okay, so that way your customers are knowing that they're buying a pre-order and that it may take, 3, 4, or 5 weeks to get to their door. As long as you're letting them know that in the very beginning, customers who are buying that are okay with it, and maybe a customer 1 or 2 aren't okay with that and they may not buy. Again, a lot of our clients are doing this exact same thing. A lot of people are interested in pre-orders. The reason why is because they can't get it from anywhere else. Okay. The other 2 things that you're going to need on your actual product page is an exchanges and returns. Okay. So just talk about your exchanges and returns. If you don't know what to put, just say 30-day return. If you don't wear the item and you send it back, we'll give you a full refund. All right. Most people aren't going to do that in the first place, so you won't have that many returns. And the people who go through the trouble probably deserve one. Maybe it just wasn't a fit or didn't fit them. Shipping, okay? Again, make sure you have a shipping tab and just make sure, again, you let them know it's a first edition made to order run and that this is a pre-order, okay? Make sure you're letting your customers know that it's a pre-order. Other than that, you can see the product page is super simple. There's nothing else on it. And this is from a client that's doing pretty well. There's nothing else on it. We have the AI images here, the bullet points, exchanges and return, shipping. You can have these little icons if you want. You don't need them at all, and Shopify will pretty much build everything else out for you. So boom, that gives you a full-on website, again, that you can get for free, link in the description. That gives you the products, all the images, and the actual model photos to be able to sell and do a pre-order. You know how to make the website, you know how to make the collections. Now to just give you some context on the actual pre-order, when you launch the pre-order, the goal is just make sure you keep good contact with your customers. Some customers are just going to inquire within the first 1 or 2 weeks, hey, what's going on with the pre-order? Just let them know, make sure that they know and they're up to date that the production is underway and that you will be eventually making that pre-order bulk once you get enough sales to be able to afford that. That's the good thing about a pre-order, okay? The pre-order is you sell $5,000 worth of clothes. Once you get that $5,000, you then take $2,000, go to the manufacturer, order that. We even have our own personal manufacturer that we work with which by the way, if you want to work one-on-one with me personally and help scale out and even help you do this whole process more efficiently, you can apply for that link down in the description. We have our own manufacturers, but you make that $5,000, take the 2K, order the bulk, then ship it to your customers. So it's almost like drop shipping in a way, but so much more efficient. Okay. You don't get a lot of chargebacks. Most customers are completely cool with it. I've done pre-orders for months, years at this point, and it's gone extremely well for a lot of other brands and including mine pre-order route. Okay. So that's just giving you more context on the pre-order itself. Now, the last thing you need to do is just some marketing. We're going to cover that in this video and how to set up ads. Let's get into it. So the last piece with the marketing side is just making sure you actually know how to set up your Facebook ads. So first things first is you want to make sure you have an actual marketing image. I would recommend using a flat lay, or you can use the model shot, either or. Let's go with this right here. We're going to go with this little turf background shot, and I'm going to set up an ad. We're going to go over here to create. All right. Now, if you don't have an ad account or a Facebook ad account set up already and created and your pixel created, you can go to my YouTube. I have a full video of me breaking down and going into that. I'm not going to cover this video just for sake of time. Video's long enough, but I do show you that on my channel. So if you go to the sales tab, we're going to be doing this for sales. For here, you can call this the Sanders Consulting strategy. Again, it's the same strategy that our company Sanders Consulting does when we help clients scale from 10, 20, 30, 40K months and help them start up brand new clothing brands. We're going to make sure the campaign budget is at $30 here. All right, turn off A/B test, and then we're going to go to next, leave everything else the same. From here, we're going to name this Advantage Plus. Okay, I'm going to show you the up-to-date strategy that we use in our ad strategies. Okay, make sure your website here, maximize number of conversions, make sure your pixel is selected, and the conversion event we're going for is going to be for purchase. All right, if you have this error right here, if you're one of our clients, we'll help you solve it, but if you have this error, I would let it run for a couple of days and this potentially will go away. The attribution model will be standard. Budget and schedule, we're going to set this for the following day. So whatever day is for you tomorrow at 12 p.m. The goal is running it at 12 p.m. lets our clients, or lets the ad start at one of the peak times in the day. The first results really have an impact on how the rest of the campaign is going to go. So I like to do it at the peak of the day when most people are normally buying, most people are active and actually purchasing things online, which is typically around noon. On the audience side, we're going to be leaving this mostly untouched. We're going to be leveraging the Facebook Andromeda update that they released back in March in 2026. Now, if you want to make any changes to this, you can go in and change the age, right? So if I'm, making a streetwear product like this product is, maybe this product is for, an older crowd. This could probably sell to 18-year-olds and also 50-year-olds. So I personally probably wouldn't turn it off. But if you have a product that's a little bit more, for kids or for older people, you can go in and put those age brackets here, but just try to be as forgiving as possible and realize that no matter what, you want the pixel to have as much room to be able to grow and learn. So if you're not sure, just leave this untouched and you'll most likely be fine. All right. On placements, this is where we're going to do a little bit of things. We're going to go into settings here, platforms, turn off Messenger, turn off audience and threads, go to placement controls, turn off these two here, and then we're going to leave all that unchanged. And we're going to turn off the first 4 here as well. That would be 5. And just leave these 4 on. So in total, you should have 8 placements on. So pause. And you can take a look and get these placements there. All right. And then under here, make sure you uncheck allow limited spending. And then we're going to go on to next. All right. Now, make sure your Facebook page and your Instagram profile is connected. Again, another thing that I'll show you how to do in creating your Facebook account video on my YouTube. So from there, we're going to scroll down, go to create ad. All right. So we're going to go to create ad, manual upload, turn off multi-advertising settings. I've tried that, hasn't had really great results. For the website URL, again, we're going to launch just straight to the actual product page that we just made. So if I was this product page, I would go to the product page, just copy this link, and I would put that right in the website URL. All right. Leave everything else untouched. It is very likely that Facebook's UI or the page looks a little bit different because Facebook changes this literally every day, it feels like. But just try to make sure you're selecting the things that I'm selecting. You may have to look around a little bit. It may look a little bit different, but they all pretty much function about the same, even if they make it look a little different. So from here, go to Setup Creative, if it even is that anymore. Go to image add. And this is where we just upload the actual image that we just made a second ago. So we're gonna select that image right there, go to next, and then I'm gonna show you guys what to do for the copy. For this, you can leave this unchanged, go to the primary text, and we're gonna say whatever the name of the piece is. So let's say this is the Dove hoodie. We'll put it in quotes here. Dove hoodie out now. And I'll probably put some sort of dove emoji. And under it, I'm gonna say limited time only. So that way it gives a little bit of scarcity. I'm gonna copy this same text here, turn off advantage creation, and I'm gonna put that in my headline. All right, so make sure you turn off advantage creative here. Scroll down, make sure you also turn off this advantage creative here as well. For the call to action, make sure this is shop now. In the description, we're gonna leave it pretty much mostly untouched. Now for this, we'll just scroll past this and we click on next. Don't use Facebook's AI. It is just not high quality enough, and they just haven't made it to where it's even usable. AI is good, but not all AI softwares are made the same, and some look faker than others. So I would highly recommend using a quality, more premium AI that can actually get you images that look lifelike in real life, because you'll get better results rather than using like cheap knockoffs like Facebook, which it's not a knockoff, but it just hasn't been good quality that I've seen. We'll turn off enhanced media text, leave on visual touch-ups here, and make sure all the other ones are off, and we'll go into next. Make sure this is off, and then we'll click done. Now from here, we have the ads pretty much set up, okay? From here, make sure everything else looks the same. So we make sure all these are all turned off. The only one turned on is visual touch-ups. Relevant comments is okay to keep on, but you can also turn that off if you want to. I'm gonna turn it off just for the sake. I like to only keep on visual touch-ups. Sometimes Facebook, even when you turn it off, will go back and turn it back on. So just make sure you double, triple check it. And everything else is 100% great. So then what I would do is I would name this right here, ad number 1, right? So this is the first ad that we made. I would then go in and quickly duplicate this, turn off, don't let it do anything or change anything. Go to duplicate it, and I would name this ad number 2, right? And I would go back to the software and have it generate a different version, right? So maybe I did this time on a turf background, or on a hanger for this one. Maybe the next time I do it on marble. Maybe for ad number 3, right? I would do 7 of these. For ad number 3, maybe I put it on an actual model itself, so someone's actually sporting and wearing the shirt. Right? And I would go through and I would make 7 variations of this. Again, only thing I'm changing is just changing the name, and I would go in and just swap out the actual creative. So let me give you an example. So let's say I wanted to make an actual model of this Dove hoodie, and I'm gonna do the studio is gonna be, I wanna do something that matches the vibe of the streetwear. So we'll do a cement wall, and we're not gonna choose the model. So we'll just generate and see what it comes up with. So boom, the AI came up with this image right here. Again, you can see just how premium this one is. There's others like it, but this one is premium, and the one I'm showing, just because everything is just neatly organized, and I find it to be one of the better ones out right now and cheapest ones. But you can see I uploaded a back of the product, so the AI did kind of mess it up a little bit and just did the back. But if I uploaded the front of the product and also the back of the product, it would be able to be more clear. But even this, I probably would want to update my product and make it look like this. But you can see just how, again, I don't even know that this is AI. It doesn't even look like AI. So I'm gonna download this one. Obviously, I wouldn't run this because again, it's not the actual image of my product and it looks a little bit different. But for the sake of the video, I would call this ad number 2. I would scroll down right here. I would delete this media, and all I'm gonna do is just go out and swap out the image. I'd go here, upload. I'd upload a new image right here, and then everything else would stay exactly the same. I would make sure, the headline and everything else was exactly the same, and everything else would remain the same. And then I would click done right here. And again, I would do that 7 more times. I may go back, and this time I may choose parking garage. And keep in mind, this is the back of the hoodie. I'm gonna let it know that this time so it actually does it. Maybe this time I do a parking garage, and again, I would just do different scenes and different angles of the actual product itself. So boom, we can see right here that it made that hoodie even better this time now that I gave it more context. Even has like the shadows and everything just super, super, super great and looks super good. I would download this and quickly duplicate and do that for ad number 3. You get the gist. Do this all the way up into 7 to 10 different creatives for your product and go ahead and click on publish. So boom, now you know how to design your product, make the website, and run your ads. Now, if you need someone to help you scale your ads or make sure your ads always stay profitable or just overall manage your ads, again, you can apply for that link down into the description. But the gist is when you're running these ads, just make sure you're profitable, okay? Go out, spend $30 on that campaign that I just told you. So let it spin for a day or two. Let it spin 30, 60 bucks. If you're able to get a couple of add to carts or even a couple of sales, let it spin and let it keep going. If it's not, turn it off and go to the next product until you find that product that does win for you. But that's all I got for you guys in this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I dropped so much information and free sauce inside of this video. I hope it helped. If you want to work with me one-on-one, apply for that link down in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.